check in with Michael Fish, who's been keeping an eye on things. This lake effect has really had an impact on us.
Charles, one of the problems was not only the lake effect, but overnight last night, we had temperatures dropping into the single digits in spots and teens. Now, what that did was get the pavement really, really cold, down to pretty much the single digits and teens, because it has been so cold for so long. So you start with that scenario. Even if there were salt trucks that were out hours and hours before this snow started, the salt would not work very well. Here's actually a look at Viper HD radar. As we slowly started to shift those winds, watch right here. Kenosha, Racine, then there's Milwaukee. This is the heaviest snow band going into Washington County, Ozaukee County, and watch what happens with the temperature. It doesn't go much above 24 degrees. You start, as this frame starts, at about 22, but remember, the snow then falls on top of this pavement that's still in the single digits and teens. Once it falls on that, well, that's like an insulating layer. So what you're doing is, first of all, not melting the snow. The snow is then insulating the pavement, can't warm up the pavement. And when you have temperatures in the teens for pavement, throwing salt on that, well, you're just not doing very much melting. And so what this was lake effect to start, and now we're seeing some of that lake enhancement. What I have Viper radar set at is showing some of the heaviest snow, and it starts there in Kenosha and Racine. You can slowly see that wind start to shift out of the east, and that's been the case. And now we're watching the main area of low pressure working its way through. But, I mean, I still have Madison with a temperature of 19 degrees. Sheboygan at 15 degrees. There's Watoma. It was slowly warming up into the teens. So we still have temperatures mid-20s at the max, teens at the minimum at this hour. You know, you throw salt on that, and it's just not going to do much. And that's been the case. You saw Todd Hicks riding around with car cam. And even though now our snow isn't that heavy, there are a couple moderate pockets, still whatever is falling just isn't melting quickly. You don't have the help of the sun. This is the time of year, even behind the clouds, that the sun isn't that high. So the radiative effect of the sun just not doing too much. Now, Jesse Ritka actually put together this list of snow totals she had low temperatures here from this morning. Thanks, Jesse. Here are the snow totals from southeastern Wisconsin that have been the latest back into the Weather Center. You've got Wauwatosa at 2.7 inches, Lannon 2. You know, this, I understand. It's not that much snow, but you get this amount of snow falling on temperatures of pavement that's, I mean, pretty much in the teens and single digits. You're not doing much melting, so it doesn't take much snow to cause a lot of problems. That has been what's been going on. Now, remember, we still have a winter weather advisory that's going to continue right on through the evening because we're still watching that main batch of snow rolling its way on through. So winter weather advisory going to continue through 6 in the morning on Monday. Though, you know, Jesse, we were talking about that a little bit before, that winter weather advisory maybe dropped a little bit early overnight because a lot of the snow going to taper off. But I think what a lot of us saw earlier, Jesse has been watching this all morning, I think that one lake effect band, that came rolling on through probably some of our heaviest snow that a lot of us are going to see all day, especially in Milwaukee County, because now the winds are starting to work their way out of the east, and we're seeing some of that lake enhancement working into Ozaukee and Sheboygan, where it's probably going to end up. Now they're going to start adding up the snow totals, but around here, Milwaukee, that's where we saw the problem with the cold. And still, as it snows right now, Jesse, you're noticing that salt's still not working well.